Minister Grace Fu highlighted that a key focus area for MCCY this year is to partner Singaporeans in building a home where we care for and look out for others. As Minister shared, our volunteerism and philanthropy rates have grown. More Singaporeans are prepared to put into action their desire to do good for others. In line with the broader SG Care's objective of creating a caring and inclusive home for all, I will share how MCCY is partnering Singaporeans to build a strong civic culture of care, consideration and contribution across the various domains under our ministry. Ms. Rahayu Mazam asked how the arts and heritage can be used to encourage inclusiveness. Through our Art Reach initiative, we will continue to promote arts access to underserved communities for wellness and to build social connections. For example, NAC has partnered the Agency for Integrated Care, or AIC, to promote the well-being and active aging of seniors by integrating arts into community care. Almost 400 healthcare staff from 89 community care facilities have been equipped with the capability to run arts programs. Following our visual arts residency pilot in 9 nursing homes last year, NAC and AIC will develop more arts-based resources to continue building capabilities in this sector. The Befrienders Arts Toolkit will be launched in June to provide social service organizations with arts-based activity ideas to support the process of befriending seniors. To broaden outreach to underserved and less mobile seniors, we will also tour Silver Arts commissioned programs featuring Singapore short films to facilities in the community care and social service sectors. We announced last year that the We Care Arts Fund, in partnership with the Community Development Councils, or CDCs, would be renewed with $1 million over the next 2 years. This is to support collaborations between social service organizations and the arts community to benefit isolated seniors, persons with disabilities, and vulnerable youths. Earlier this year, I was pleased to attend the launch of Is Anyone Home?, an exhibition by Superhero Me, a ground-up inclusive arts movement. The exhibition featured the imaginative artworks and stories of children from diverse backgrounds, including children with special needs and those from low-income families. I was moved to see how these budding artists interpreted childhood and expressed their hopes and dreams. Projects like these use arts as a powerful means to engage children, build their confidence, and realize their potential. Social service organizations can tap on We Care Arts Fund to work with artists to develop interactive arts workshops customized to the needs and interests of their beneficiaries. Since its initiation in 2014, the fund has supported 170 centers, close to 350 programs, and over 8,000 beneficiaries. One example is Jia Ying Senior Activity Center, which participated in a program where seniors paired up with youths on art making. The seniors who were previously isolated are now making new friends and have developed a more positive mindset and outlook on life. We will also continue to improve arts access and opportunities for persons with disabilities. This month, we will host the first Arts and Disability International Conference, co-organized by NAC and Very Special Arts Singapore. This will facilitate the sharing of best practices and innovative approaches to promoting inclusivity in the arts. The conference is part of the inaugural True Colours Festival, which will showcase artists with disabilities from Singapore and the Asia Pacific. Our shared heritage is what binds us as a nation, and it belongs to us all. Minister spoke about increasing accessibility to our museums and heritage institutions as part of our SG Heritage Plan. The first step is to audit the accessibility of our museums to identify universal design solutions and assistive technologies for different groups. To actively engage audiences at our heritage spaces, our Heritage Cares programs provides beneficiaries of social service organizations with opportunities that encourage meaningful intergenerational bonding, enhance social skills, provide quality educational experiences, and promote active aging. Since March 2016, over 200 such programs have served about 8,000 participants. Workshops and programs such as guided trails of historical sites are tailored to meet the needs of families in need, adults and children with special needs, vulnerable youths and seniors. One new initiative under our SG Heritage Plan is for our heritage institutions to be silver hubs to promote active aging and intergenerational interactions. This will offer opportunities for seniors to be active participants in our heritage by volunteering as guides and facilitators in galleries. A conversation starter kit was also piloted last year for seniors to share their personal and community experiences amongst Singaporeans across all ages. Our youths play a critical role in growing a strong civic culture of care, consideration, and contribution. Youth Corps Singapore was established to develop youth volunteers and leaders and inspire more youths to give back to the community through causes such as social service, education, environment, arts, sports, and heritage. Since its launch in 2014, YCS has expanded from 90 volunteers to more than 14,000 and works with partners to provide over 3,000 local volunteering opportunities annually. YCS also offers opportunities to volunteer overseas through the Youth Expedition Project, or YEP. Last year, more than 4,000 youths from ITE, polytechnics, universities, and working adults embarked on such overseas service learning opportunities through social service organizations in our region, where they organized projects that benefited local and overseas communities. One example is Team NIAS, a group of 16 youths from NTU who embarked on a mission to install solar panels in NIAS in Indonesia. Here we see some of them in action, teaching English to the local kids. Unfortunately, the solar panels did not arrive in time. Undeterred, the team used their own pocket money to return the following week to install the panels. The team demonstrated strong dedication in meeting the community's needs and resilience in overcoming setbacks. We also have the Immersion Program, which will have its first run in April. In this program, youth leaders will be deployed to social service organizations serving communities with special needs, the young and vulnerable, and the elderly. The youths will be equipped with skills in community engagement, elder care, and volunteer management so that they can help spread the culture of volunteerism. We recognize that not all youths have the resources or opportunity to participate in these development programs while in school. Hence, we will explore ways to make programs such as YEP and the Outward Bound School more financially accessible and open up opportunities for more youths outside school to apply. In the realm of sports, we are encouraging Singaporeans to give back through Team NILA. Team NILA volunteers are our capacity and community multipliers who mobilize a wider group of residents on the ground. As of February, there are about 17,700 Team NILA volunteers with a target to reach 18,000 by the end of this month. I'm pleased to see strong representation of volunteers across races and age groups, from youths to seniors, passionate about bringing the benefit of sport to their neighborhoods. Mr. Darryl David asked about our plans to develop Team NILA. Since 2014, Sports SG has been transforming Team NILA volunteers into community and events leaders. We have volunteers actively supporting the physical and mental development of children and youths in their roles as assistant coaches with active SG academies and clubs. This number is set to grow as more academies and clubs are introduced. There are plans for Team NILA volunteers to assist allied health trained experts in helping residents take ownership of their health and wellness. In times of emergency or crisis, we have 750 volunteers trained in CPR and the use of automated external defibrillators who could provide community support. Sport SG will continue to equip Team NILA with the necessary skills through structured training plans. For example, this year, we will see about 500 volunteers undergo various WSQ training programs in service excellence, leadership, and people management. Ms. Joan Pereira asked how sports helps improve the lives of seniors. Being a part of Team Nila has enabled our seniors to maintain friendships and social circles of like-minded individuals and allowed them to derive satisfaction from sports volunteerism. One example is the sprightly Madam Haja Zubaida binti Abdugani, a 64-year-old senior assistant at Tan Tock Seng Hospital, who finds it meaningful to be a Team Nila volunteer. Madam Haja Zubaida first joined Team Nila in January 2015 and has been part of major sporting events such as the 28th SEA Games, the 8th ASEAN Para Games, and Get Active Singapore 2017. To recognize outstanding volunteers who have embodied the spirit of giving and contributed actively, Sport SG has launched 2 new awards on January 1st, namely the Outstanding Team Nila and Team Nila Tiered Awards. We hope to see more Singaporeans step up to volunteer, whether as part of Team Nila or for a cause close to their hearts. Ms. Joan Pereira also asked how sports can be used to improve the lives of those in need, such as at-risk youths, and how MCCY is working with the public, people, private sectors to broaden outreach and engagement. Since the launch of Sport Cares in 2012, schools, community groups, corporates and individuals have come together to support sports initiatives that benefit and transform vulnerable communities. We provide platforms that facilitate joint stewardship and active citizenry. Beneficiaries are encouraged to give back to the community, with 400 Sport Cares youths contributing 7,000 volunteering hours last year. One good example is Hands to Hearts, a community crafting project which also exemplifies 3P collaboration. In 2017, Hands to Hearts saw Sport Cares youths take the lead to sew tactile activity pillows for seniors with Alzheimer's. They were joined by 2,000 volunteers, including staff from corporate bodies such as UOB Bank and Comfort Delgro, as well as students from Tanglin Trust International School and Madrasah Al-Junid. The project showed us that we can achieve more if we work together. We will continue to partner our stakeholders to reach out to the underserved. We will extend this sense of shared endeavour amongst our partners via the development and adoption of the new Hearts Framework. This framework was developed with our partner organizations and is intended to help youths chart a positive course in their lives. To be launched in April, the pilot framework will be shared with social service organizations and schools in the form of a handy toolkit. The idea is to provide community practitioners with easy-to-use resources to design sport-based social development programs for youths. Complementing this will be 8 Sports Cares partner schemes that will provide support and resources to community groups, institutes of higher learning, national sports associations, and corporates to do good through sport. To further promote inclusivity, the Disability Sports Master Plan aims to expand access and opportunities for sports participation to all, regardless of abilities, and build public awareness of disability sports. We have annual platforms like the Inclusive Sports Festival that help create greater awareness for disability sports, such as wheelchair rugby. Sport SG will continue to strengthen its partnership with disability sports organizations such as the Singapore Disability Sports Council and Special Olympics Singapore, as well as with Team Singapore athletes. To date, Sport SG has connected mainstream schools such as Bowen Secondary to social service organizations such as Minesville Napiri Training Centre through adaptive sports. Sport SG is also working with SPED schools such as Lighthouse School to introduce sports as co-curricular activity options. Since 2016, we have launched 2 centres of expertise and 3 inclusive gyms, as well as 4 disability sports programs under the DSMP. Over 2,000 persons with disabilities have visited our gyms and more than 300 have participated in the programs. Sport SG through Active SG will also be launching 2 more inclusive gyms and more disability sports programs such as wheelchair tennis in 2018. Through our Singapore Fund, we will continue to encourage our people to come together to make Singapore a better home. The fund aims to nurture our Singapore identity and values and support ground-up initiatives by citizens. To address Ms. Rahayu Mazam's question on the fund's status, since its launch in August 2016, over 100 projects across the arts, heritage, community and volunteerism sectors have been supported, reaching out to over 200,000 residents, whether as participants, partners or volunteers. We have also simplified our processes to make it easier for more people to apply for the fund. Beyond numbers, each project demonstrates how Singaporeans are taking the initiative to reach out across age, income or race to care for one another as one people. An example is Project CARE. It stands for Caring with Authenticity and Respect for Elders, which rallies volunteers to visit and befriend isolated seniors. During the Lunar New Year, Project CARE teamed up with Carousel, an online marketplace platform, to mobilize the community to donate items to elderly in need. To cultivate a caring society, we require a strong charity sector that inspires confidence and encourages people to step forward and contribute with peace of mind. Mr. Darryl David asked about our plans on helping smaller charities better comply with regulations and our plans to regulate and manage online donations. We will work to ensure a safe and transparent giving environment through cooperation and partnership with the various charitable bodies in two main areas. One, we will strengthen smaller charities' regulatory compliance through co-regulation and more targeted guidance. Starting in mid-2018, we will work with the umbrella bodies to set up shared services and develop legislative guidance to help charities comply with the regulatory requirements. With the launch of the refined Code of Governance in 2017, we will continue our efforts to organize sharing sessions on the code for specific sectors, such as the Malay Muslim organizations and Hindu charities. Last year, we held sessions for churches, Chinese temples, and arts and heritage charities. 2, we will be enhancing safer giving measures and heightening transparency accountability through 3 means. First, by setting visibility standards for charities. To enhance the disclosure practices of charities and facilitate donors in their giving decisions, the Commissioner of Charities will develop a visibility guide to be launched in mid-2018. This will help charities put out key information, such as use of donations and activities of a charity in a simple manner. Second, a safer giving campaign will be launched in phases from June 2018. This follows the findings of an informed giving survey conducted last year. The campaign is in addition to ongoing initiatives to promote safer giving and provide advisories on what to look out for and questions to ask in relation to online appeals. We will also ramp up our education efforts on safer giving with targeted outreach to the elderly and working adults. Third, we have the Code of Practice for crowdfunding platforms, which we have co-developed with key crowdfunding platforms to ensure a safer online giving environment. Launched in January this year by Minister, the Code of Practice will be implemented over the course of the year. Minister Heng has pointed out that a good society is one with a spirit of caring, where we all feel responsibility towards each other. Looking ahead, MCCY will continue to work closely with our partners and fellow Singaporeans to make Singapore a caring and inclusive home. Thank you.